Inviting, let's talk about it. I know this is probably the scariest thing to do in this business, but it's the number one income producing activity, and it is the number one game-changing, life-changing thing that you could ever do in this business. So I want to start off this video with one of my most favorite quotes when it comes to this topic, and it is 1,000 of the shots that you don't take don't go in. I mean, that's just this business, right? So I want you to take out a pen and paper right now and take some notes, because I'm going to give you some things that will really help your mindset around inviting. And then I'm going to give you an invite example so that you can craft your invite so that it's authentic and genuine. So you guys, you have an amazing gift in your hands to give to people. So share it. You know, you would share your favorite coffee and hair products that you believe in with your girlfriends and your family members, right? So why wouldn't you share this? You know, make this invite when you do send invites out. And I want you to cross out the word invite and put the word sharing. You know, when you're inviting, you are sharing this opportunity, this gift, right? So make this invite reflect what you feel in your heart about helping people, right? So make these invites come from the heart. Make sure you share your passion, your energy. Talk in your voice. You know, if you swear, swear. If you're blunt, be blunt. If you're funny, be funny. Be confident, assertive, energetic, and enthusiastic with your tone during these invites. You know, people can sense if you're timid, and no one wants to join an unconfident person. They just don't. So throw the invite out there and don't overthink. I love this hashtag. I used to put this in my workspace all the time as a brand new coach, and it was hashtag don't be a bitch, hit send. And I think what will really help you when you are sending these invites out is you are building a relationship, whether you're catching up with that person if you know them from before, or maybe you're talking to a brand spanking new person and you don't know them yet. So what are you going to do? You're going to get to know them. You're going to ask questions to be genuine and get to know them so that it's not all business, you know? So make sure that you're building a friendship. That's what's so fun about this, is that these people aren't just going to be business partners. They're not just going to be people who join your challenge group. These are going to be people that turn into your best friends. I'm not even kidding. That happened in my business. All of my girls who have stuck around, they are my best friends now. I honestly don't really have a lot of friends out of Beachbody because they all joined this. And so it's so fun to do with your friends. Even if you're meeting new people, it's so fun to throw the invite out there and to build relationships with them. Like I said, inviting is the number one most important task as a coach. Put it as number one on your things to do list, number one on your planner, aside from taking care of yourself, doing your workouts, drinking your Shakeology, putting yourself first with your personal development. But invites honestly should happen right away in the morning after those things before you go to work, because that is the thing that's going to drive your business forward and help you make the biggest impact with people. So we need to be doing it every day. Don't try to do a bunch of invites one day or 2 days a week or 3 days a week and then skip the rest of it. Do invites 5 days a week, or maybe if you're working your business every day, hardcore, do it 7 days a week. And if nothing else, you guys, invite. Last year, I was exclusively breastfeeding my daughter, her first year of life, and there were some days that I felt like I was crawling and walking in my business, but I got those invites out no matter what. Even if that was the only thing I could do that day, along with doing my follow-ups and posting on social media, I was in survival mode a lot of days breastfeeding and being up all throughout the night, so I made sure that no matter what, that was a non-negotiable, that I got that out. So that my business would move forward even during the craziest stressful of times. And I want you to know this, okay? Think of the 90-10 rule. So 90% of people will say no or not right now. And only 10% of people will join at any given time. So 10% will say maybe, or yes, tell me more about this, And even those 90% of people who are not right nows, they're not hardcore no's, they will probably more than likely join later on, as long as you keep following up and building that relationship in between follow-ups and re-invites, okay? So make sure that you're re-inviting those people, because it does take on average 7 to 10 exposures before they join, whether that be you re-inviting them 7 times or you like posting an amazing post on social media about the business opportunity or about your challenge groups, and that's an exposure, plus your invites behind the scenes and private message. Those are all exposures, right? So factor that in when you're taking action. So out of 100 invites, you should be getting about 10 yeses or maybes, like I said. And if you aren't getting that amount, if you're not getting 10 yeses or maybes out of 100 invites, then that is your biggest clue that you should talk to your upline coach, do some trainings on how to word things better, how to be more genuine in your invites, and make sure that you're inviting the right people too, that you're inviting quality, go-getter, ambitious, positive people, because that makes a difference, right? A negative person needs this opportunity, but they are not as likely to say yes to you. So you have to be aware of that too. And realize that you can't fight that number. The 90-10 rule applies to anybody. Even me, after being a 6-figure earner, I've been in this business a long time, many, many years, multi-6-figure earner, top coach in Beachbody Network, and people still say no to me. So the 90-10 rule, you can't beat it. It's just, it is what it is. It's a numbers game, okay? So invite 80% of the time to coaching and invite to challenge groups 20% of the time, especially if you want to make amazing money with this. Now, if you just want to make a couple $100 here and there, then just invite a lot to the challenge groups. And then if you have some killer rock star challengers in your challenge group, make sure you're inviting them to coaching. Or if you see people in your social media who express a need financially, make sure you're inviting them to coaching, right? If they express a need mentally, physically, or financially in your challenge group, basically in their social media posts and private message, make sure that you are gifting them this amazing opportunity. So yeah, invite them to coaching. Invite anyone to coaching who is showing up in the challenge group every day, who financially needs this. Just make sure that you are blessing this opportunity in their lives. And just really think that unless you invite them, you're holding this business opportunity back from people, this amazing gift. You never know what is going on in their life where they might need this. Maybe they're going through a divorce and they would really benefit from the positive community, right? Maybe they are drastically overweight and they are just so sick of not being able to fit on their favorite roller coaster. It could be anything. Maybe they are one air conditioner unit away from like losing everything financially, like being in the hole financially. Maybe they're really close to losing their house. You just never know. So don't hold this business opportunity back from people. When you're inviting people, don't use terms such as Beachbody or coach or challenge groups, as these are overused terms and sound really daunting for people. They're like, coach, what? So use terms such as accountability group, virtual gym, boot camp, support group. Just get creative. Add curiosity to it so it's not the same old thing. Call yourself a business mentor, a leader, a network marketing professional. You help people with their health and fitness, and if appropriate, you help them learn how to make an income online with health and fitness. Just don't use like straight up words. Just sometimes use descriptive language when you're describing what it is that you do, so it adds curiosity and makes people think like, this isn't the same invite I get all the time. Remember that a lot of people are inviting people. A lot of coaches invite people. Like, this probably isn't going to be the first invite that you've given someone, that someone's received. So make sure that it is genuine, it is different. You are adding your personality in there so that people are like, this is awesome, this is different. So this is not a people coming to us business. I hate to break it to you, but this is a you going to people business. And if people come to you, that is because you have earned that right through consistency and time. So we have to constantly be inviting people no matter how long you've been in the business. So now almost 5 years into my business, I am not inviting as many people as I was in the beginning because I would tip over right now because there's so many people I'm working with who are going for it. Those are the people that I'm working with. But now, maybe I'm doing like 5 invites a day versus like the 25 a day that I was doing before or the 10 that I was doing before. So you have to earn that right for people to be able to come to you. You have to earn that credibility and earn that trust. And also ask yourself too, like, if you've been hesitating to invite people to this opportunity or to your challenge groups, I want you to know that that fear is normal, but you have to make the decision to just take action regardless of that fear being there. So act in spite of that fear and really realize that someone on the other end of that screen really needs you today. And remind yourself what your goals are, because if your mental, financial, and physical goals for this business are not big enough, the fear of inviting is going to trump over those goals you have. Where when I started, I wanted to achieve my mental, physical, and financial goals so badly that I was willing to do whatever it took to make those goals happen, because I knew that when I threw that invite out there, I had to help that person first in order to make my dreams come true. So I hope that that can really help you get out of your own way, help the other person on the other end of the screen, and you will then have your goals come true, your big goals that you have to create in order to make this inviting process, helping other people, even worth it. So I want you to write this down next to your workspace where you can see it every day, okay? I want you to write down, I have a gift and it would be selfish of me to keep this from people. I have the solution to obesity, financial freedom, and happiness. Let me read that again, okay? I have a gift and it would be selfish of me to keep this from people. I have the solution to obesity, financial freedom, and happiness, okay? Seriously, I could say that a million times, but you have to have that visually in front of you and you have to believe it in order for this invite to even feel less scary and to come across genuine. So that's what really helped me when I was a brand new coach. Your passion and excitement has to be there. That's going to be the reason why people join you, okay? And think of it this way, if you aren't sharing, then how are people going to know what it is that you're doing? If you're not inviting people to this opportunity, how are they going to know what it is that you're doing? Think of like when you go to a really good restaurant and you think that restaurant is amazing, what do? You share about it, right? Like, same thing with Beachbody. You're embarking on your health and fitness journey. You're loving the products. You're seeing changes mentally, physically, and financially. Wouldn't it be kind of crazy to not share that? Like, people wouldn't know how much it's blessed you unless you shared it with them. So share the benefits, share the blessings of this opportunity. And keep it super simple. Don't overwhelm people with a ton of information, aka word vomit. In your invite, keep it pretty brief as possible, loaded with genuineness, whatever. But be consistent every day with inviting. But seriously, that part is crucial. Consistency is key. If you miss a day of invites, double your invites the next day to make up for it. I always thought like that. If there was a day that life was crazy and I missed my invites, I maybe made up for it the next day or over the weekend. I just made sure that I was super self-disciplined with that. But trust and have faith in the process over time, okay? Like, this is not an overnight thing that you're going to just have people say yes to you out of the blue. Like, you have to earn the right for people to join you, okay? So just make sure that it's normal when people ghost you. Just know that it's totally normal. And they will join you when they're ready, okay? Throw the invite out there. Have no attachment to it. Go for no. When they are ready, they will join you. You will invite them at just the right time, when in their mind they have reached that pain point where they just can't take life anymore and they've had enough of being sick and tired, of being overweight, of being poor, being broke, being in debt, being mentally exhausted and just depressed by not having a community to plug into that's positive. I mean, the list goes on as to why someone needs to be ready before they join this opportunity. So let's kind of break down what an invite should look like. I want you to focus on that person, okay? Really, really, really care about that person. And people ghosting you will happen a lot less. It does not guarantee that it's not going to happen, but when you focus on that relationship and nurture it beyond the point of invite and during the invite, that is going to really help you in the long run. So before we dive into the invite wording, I want to talk about like sales statistics. This is kind of insane, but 48% of coaches never follow up with a prospect. You're not going to make that mistake after you send this invite. 25% of salespeople will make a second contact and stop. 12% of salespeople only make 3 contacts and stop. Only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts. 2% of sales are made on the first contact. 3% of sales are made on the second contact. 5% of sales are made on the third contact. 10% of sales are made on the fourth contact. 80% of sales are made on the 5th to 12th contact. So that goes right along with the 7 to 10 exposures that you need, whether it be in social media posts, doing your invites there, or behind the scenes in private message. You can't beat the numbers. So here are some ways to invite to the opportunity. You can invite people who like or comment on your Facebook and Instagram posts and who are watching on your Instagram stories or Facebook stories. This is why it is so important that you are showing up every day on social media so that you have people to invite. You have to earn the right to invite them. And then another way is to invite people who are following you on your Instagram or who are friends with you on your Facebook friend list. They are there for a reason. They wouldn't have added you otherwise. They like you. They trust you. They have walked into your store. It would be really selfish of you to not present this opportunity. Similar to when you go into Abercrombie or whatever store in the mall, they're going to walk up to you and ask you what you need. Same thing with you, with your friends on your social media. Just make sure that they aren't a coach already when you invite them, and just make sure they look ambitious and positive. That's all I'm going to say about that. Just make sure they look like someone who you would totally get along with or sleep next to at Summit when you share a room with them. Like, you seriously have to think like that. And another way is to share on social media the blessings and why you decided to become a coach physically, financially, and mentally. Share that in your posts and also in your invites too, behind the scenes and private message. And battle the common objections you get about coaching behind the scenes and in your posts. And share the vision you have for your business mentally, physically, and financially as well in your posts. And you can do that in private message too. Do not blast what products you have to offer. People don't care about your products. They do, but they are investing and joining you because of you and what you have to offer as a person and on this lifestyle journey. So always have some sort of call to action at the end of your posts so that people can know that they can join you. And it can be something as simple as here for you when you are ready, shoot me a DM to join, post your email address below if you want a spot. Just keep it genuine, I want to read to you some quotes and concepts that really, really helped me when I was a brand new coach. And I want you to write these down, okay? Some people join, some people won't. So what? Who's next? You can't say the wrong thing to the right person and the right thing to the wrong person. If you always have outgoing messages, you will always have incoming messages. Go for no. This is a numbers game. If nothing else, invite. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, and don't count your chickens before they hatch. A good indication of that is if you are getting discouraged by all the no's, that is your biggest indication that you are not inviting enough people. Invite so many people to this so that you don't get emotionally attached to when people go MIA on you, or they flake on you, they ignore you, or they say no. Because those no's, people say no to you, will happen. Just keep going. Your next yes is right around the corner. And invite people to your challenge group if they ignore or say no to your coaching invite. why not invite to the challenge group? If they're not into the coaching thing, they can join your challenge group. Maybe they just want to work on their health and fitness journey and not help anyone right now. That's okay. That's totally fine. Be picky. We are picky with who we decide to date and marry. So why wouldn't you be with this? Okay, so now we're going to make our invite wording. I want you to create your invite wording right now that you're going to send to people. You're going to send this to your upline coach after you create this. So I want this to come from your heart. I want it to exude confidence, energy, excitement, lightheartedness, humor, whatever personality type you are, have it exude that. Like I said, don't use terms such as coach, beach body coach, or challenge groups. And they're overused, okay? So here's an outline below, okay, to help you create wording from the heart. So always use their name. That's number one, use their name. Compliment them or ask a genuine question from something in their life or a recent post so that you are building a relationship while inviting. This is key. Shows people that you don't just care about the sale. You don't care about people signing up. You care about getting to know them as well. Why did you reach out to them? What makes them stick out to you as to why they would love this or why they would be great, right? What are you inviting them to? Are you inviting them to a health and fitness boot camp, challenge group, or are you inviting them to the business opportunity, the coaching opportunity? What makes you special and different? Why should they work with you out of any other Beachbody coach out there? And no, you do not have to be an experienced Beachbody coach making a crap load of money to make this legit. I'm a former speech therapist. I'm a mom of 2 crazy young kids. I make 6 figures in this opportunity, and I've been a coach for nearly 5 years. That's my story. Now, don't compare yourself to me. What is special about you? Do you not quit when life gets hard? Are you going to be there for that person long term? Don't trash talk other network marketers as to why you are going to be different, but talk about why you're different. What experience do you have with this? Maybe you've been a coach for a while. What have you accomplished, big and small? How has it changed your life in the biggest and smallest of ways? Okay? And what do you have to bring to the table? And don't say nothing. Don't say I'm not special, because you do. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a brand new coach as of yesterday. You have something to bring to the table. What is it? Who are you speaking to? What's your niche? I'm a mom. There's a million things that I can think of to help moms. Maybe that's not you. What are you? Help them. And then make sure you do a call to action at the end, such as saying, are you open to more information about it? You down? You up for the challenge? Whatever you want to say, okay? Make sure you add energy, emojis, not too many emojis, but enough to add warmth and excitement, okay? So here's an example of what it looks like. This is wording that I tend to use in my invites, so please don't use this wording. You don't talk like me, but this is what it should feel like, okay? So don't steal this verbiage. Don't think that you have to do it this way. This is just my personality, okay? You know you're doing your invites right when people compliment your invite. So here's an example of an invite that I usually send. Hey, name. We don't know each other yet or anything, but I saw you love up on my post, and then I got to creepin', and I put TA, to creepin', not creeping, creepin', and I put a little laugh emoji. I'm going to be super blunt because that's who I am and what I appreciate, LOL. I look at your posts and feel like we could be soul sisters, LOL, with emojis. Here's the scoop. I built a 6-figure earning online health and fitness biz, have been doing it for 5 years, and I love mentoring busy women on how to create their success with it too. After doing this for so long, I'm picky AF, so there's that. And I put a little shrug emoji, LOL. If you have a void with anything financial, mental, or physical, this would be for you. It may or may not be for you, but would you be open to checking it out? I'm fine either way. And then I put PS, genuine compliment or question, right? So notice how that encompasses everything that I just told you to put in there, right? Now here's what I want you to do next. Send that wording to your upline coach. And then I want you to create a list of contacts that you will reach out to this week using that verbiage. Maybe it's from your master list. Maybe it is from your top 10 list. Maybe it is from people you've been building a relationship with on social media. Maybe these are people loving up on your posts and supporting you. Maybe these are random people. Okay, just make sure you're building a relationship simultaneously. That's my biggest recommendation. This is a people business. This is a relationship business. So yeah, I want you to contact these people and invite them either to a challenge group or the coaching opportunity, depending on, what you're going for. If you want to really create a team and build a big business and a big income, make sure you're inviting to coaching a lot and leading with the business, always figuring out a way why they would love it or need it or do really well with it. Okay, so then also text your upline coach, your contact list, and who you invited this upcoming week. Following this process and system, you guys, will allow you to really create success, a team, whatever, faster. This only works though when you reach out to a lot of contacts. On average, remember, 10 people you speak to about the opportunity, about 1 to 2 of them will be a yes or a maybe and join. If 10 people are interested and fill out your application, only 1 or 2 of those people will join right now. The rest of them, as long as you build a relationship and re-invite them, follow up continuously, they will join. Unless they go tell you to fly a kite, care about people, be a professional, show that you care, re-invite them. Their timing will be in the future. And if it's not, who cares? Who cares? There's 1 billion people in the world, 7 billion, I don't know how many, like trillion. Go and talk to them, okay? Like there's many fish in the sea. Do not put all your eggs in one basket and don't count your chickens before they hatch. So skipping the order in the system or not trusting it is going to burn bridges, lose connections, as well as leave you frustrated that this isn't working. This system works when it's done properly. I do believe that you can invite strangers to this opportunity, and as long as it's genuine, and as long as that person is ready, they will join. So don't do this process wrong. Don't be icky and salesy. Don't be not genuine, because you will burn bridges then and lose connections. But when you truly care about people, put them first and make things genuine and be consistent and be in this for the long haul and care about them no matter what they say right now and care about them in the future, you will do amazing things with this business. I promise. Be consistent, show up every day, do your invites, and you will have success.